I speak to a lot of clients that have one particularly high earner in the family and think that because they have death in service insurance through work, if something happened to them, it wouldn't cause much financial disruption. But generally, they probably couldn't be further from the truth. Death in service or life insurance might pay out a lump sum to cover the mortgage, but what about everything else? What about continuing to pay the school fees, bills, holidays, the car, spending money, everything? On top of that, when it comes to young families, it's fairly common that one of the couple has had to step back from work for a while. So if their partner were to die, replacing all their income fairly immediately could be an almost impossible task, even if the death in service is enough to pay the mortgage off. It's a massive potential protection gap. I also come across it when I meet couples that are about to or have recently retired. One of the couple is often one of the lucky few with a strong level of guaranteed income from an old defined benefit scheme or annuity. Now these are great, although in exchange for this guaranteed income, you typically lose out on flexible death benefits. The unpleasant truth with these setups is that you and the pension provider are both gambling on how long you might live. If you were to die earlier than expected and your partner was reliant on that guaranteed income for their retirement plans, it could cause some real problems. The scheme may continue to pay out in full for a very short period, but it more commonly reduces by 50% and often just stops entirely. So if that's you, or you're one of the people I described that have one high earner in particular in the family, what can you do to make sure it doesn't go horribly wrong? Well, family income benefit is a fantastic option and can be a great addition to term cover. It's essentially an insurance policy that will pay out guaranteed income payments if the person insured were to die. Done properly, and it can mean that you'd see very little financial disruption if your high-earning spouse were to pass away. You can essentially make sure that their income is simply replaced by the policy payments. That money that arrives in your account every month to pay the school fees, bills, subscriptions, holidays, and car will just keep coming. And even better than that, most policies will make sure the income increases with inflation to reflect any pay rises your partner may have received. You can get cover for anywhere between 3 and 70 years, and some providers will maintain the policy right up until someone's 90th birthday. The best thing of all as well is that it's one of the most affordable types of insurance out there, so generally it's a great option all round if it's right for you and your family. So if you've got a high earner in your family or are going to be reliant on some guaranteed income in retirement, make sure you protect it. If you don't and something awful happened, all your financial objectives could get knocked massively off course, so do check out family income benefit. Because remember, your money really does matter.